Why we all breathing hard?
It's 1.
It's 2.
It's 3.
And we are 3 times the slay. What to talk about today, Alicia?
Tonight we're talking about school and how to prepare for it.
College edition. We are talking about 10 tips that will help you guys get through your first year of college successfully.
Yeah.
And we're going to start off with step 1.
1.
Okay. One great tip is make sure you're early to all of your classes. Being early is the best thing that you can do. You'll see where your classes are. You can get the class on time.
And also, if you're commuting, you might have to fight for a parking spot.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, save time to get some parking because it's going to be crazy.
Parking is hectic.
And also, like, not only being early, like, to school, period, just class, too. So you can, you know, get that extra time in to talk to people if you need to.
And on top of that,
work.
if you end up walking into the wrong class, you
have time to fix yourself.
We did that our first day.
We was in there for 30 minutes.
Story time. We have a story time. Okay, so we had a music class.
Yeah.
And the whole time we were sitting in a computer science class. We were just like, this is
interesting.
I mean, we did introduce ourselves to everything.
I was about to say we were signing up for stuff.
Right. We were like, is we the wrong class?
I was like, are we in music class? No, this is computer
class.
Like,
and everybody was staring at us.
They started laughing. Oh my god.
Of course, everything would happen to us.
I know.
I'm dead.
All right, and on to
step 2. Yay.
Okay, so step 2 is going to be supplies. I know a lot of people think, you know, you might need to bring a whole bunch of supplies to college, but I'm telling you, don't.
You really don't.
You really
don't waste your money.
You're gonna come to school holding Walmart on your back, and you're only gonna need 2 textbooks and a pencil.
Some teachers only require a composition book.
Right.
Some teachers don't even ask you to get a textbook.
Yeah, and if you're that type of person that likes to color code your notes, maybe get like some different color pens or highlighters and stuff. But that's really all you need.
And most teachers kind of do their own assignments online anyway.
Exactly. So if you have a computer, most of the time that's all you need.
Yeah.
Only time you may need a little bit more supplies is if your teacher requires you to, or if you just
want it.
So yeah, literally all you need is gonna be like a composition book and some pens and pencils, and really that's it.
That's
paper.
it.
Yeah,
A calculator if you got math. That's about it.
You're not gonna need much, so don't come in bringing everything from
In the world.
Staples in the Walmart because you're not.
It's not high school where your teacher has a whole list. Honestly, you just use what you need.
Exactly.
Most of the time, they don't require much of anything.
No.
Because everything is online.
Right.
But to say, girl, we live in a digital age.
Yes. So on to
Step 3.
Step 3 is this amazing website called Rate My Professor. Honestly, to avoid all the boo-boo teachers, trust me, the terrible teachers, use Rate My Professor. Most likely they're on there, and it gives you ratings on how much, like, for example, if they're tough or if they give a lot of homework, what to prepare yourself for.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of people will say, oh, how do I know that it's going to be completely accurate? I'd rather go on a website to see somebody's perspective of the teacher rather than to just go in a class like blindly not knowing the teacher, because you want to try to avoid adding and dropping as less as possible, as much as possible.
And then also it like helps you understand how that teacher may teach. They'll probably pick, like, if you're a visual learner, then this class would be right for you, or if you're more so needing more time or go at a slower pace, then this teacher would be better. So it just gives you that open.
You're weighing your options. Yes.
So use that religiously.
I'm about to say it works. You can get it for any college, any university that you're going to.
Type that teacher in, boop,
and it's there.
Boop. Next step 4. Joining clubs. Oh my gosh. Stay involved in college. It will give you so many opportunities. You never know, with joining a club, you can meet somebody that can help you get a potential job. Forming study groups. It helped me a lot personally in school. Collabing with people. Some people may know something that you don't particularly, and they can help you with it. And you can share your knowledge with them as well.
Yes. That's a big thing. Like I know that a lot of people say like just going to college, you just gotta focus on the work. I mean, you can focus on the work, but then have clubs in there to make it go past faster and have more fun too. So definitely stay involved. It's really good to do that.
Right. Yeah, and joining clubs is fun. Like Kennedy said, you get to meet new people. Build friendships and relationships and. Just getting out there so you're just not sitting in your dorm all day like bored.
Yeah, being bored. You paying a lot for tuition. You might as well
take
get most of it.
Right.
Take that. Yeah.
All right. So
step 5.
Okay, so step 5 is going to be about actual study groups. So now when you get into a class, you might want to form a study group because somebody in there knows probably a little bit more than what you do, and you probably can help somebody else, and it actually helps you with like passing tests, quizzes, anything that you would need help with passing.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ask questions and stuff here, like, because some people get in class and just sit and be to themselves. Form those study groups, talk. It's not bad to ask questions and study with people.
The number one way to be successful in college is to communicate, talk to people. Because chemistry, oh my God, I don't know how we'll make it through chemistry without other people because it's very hard.
Yeah,
so
make sure you do that.
Yeah, and then also like you may understand it more from a peer than you would from
a teacher, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Might explain it differently,
They may explain it easier, right? So make sure you guys join some clubs.
Get along, get your study group in.
Y'all
get your studying in.
Yes.
That A.
Time for step 6.
Make sure all your finances are approved. So if you're going through FAFSA or getting a private loan, make sure you keep in contact with your school to make sure everything's approved, because you don't want to wait until it's close to school and they saying, oh, this and this you need it, and you won't make it by the deadline. You can't even go to school.
Right.
That's happened to a lot of us. So it really sucks when you got your heart ready to go to school and you can't go. Yeah. So make sure you keep in contact with your school and make sure your finances are fully good.
Right.
Yeah, especially like either if you're going through the financial aid, just make sure you're calling every day, and then make sure you have all your forms submitted. Like they'll ask you for, if you're transferring, let's say you are transferring from another school, you need transcripts. So of course, coming from high school transcripts are needed, and then some of them you'll have to like submit in other documents. So just make sure all of them are submitted.
Right. FAFSA is a big thing. Make sure as soon as the deadline comes on, or like it's the first day of deadline, do it as soon as possible. So if there's any mix-ups, you'll be able to do it, and it's not the deadline, or you're not rushing to get everything in at one time. So make sure you got everything together.
Also, another thing with finances, make sure you have money saved for these books, because they cost an arm and a leg.
Oh, yeah.
And if you can, try to get them online for like a deal.
Yeah. Most of the time, if you go on Amazon, they have really cheap
price.
books.
Yeah.
You can find a $200 book that they will sell at the bookstore for $50 online.
Yeah, but just make sure the versions match.
Yeah,
the same. You got to make sure everything's the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And most of the time, won't it say it's approved by the school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you know you're not buying no food thing, and you can't even use it for school. So
I was about to say, so you're good.
Right, and this is step
7. Do not skip class. Please don't skip. And now, if it's a day where you're like sick or you really can't make it, I understand that a lot of you have responsibilities outside of school. Like some may have works, others may have kids. But make sure you go to class, because honestly, missing one day in college is like missing a whole week of class. Right. And they don't exaggerate when they say that.
No, they don't.
And on top of that, they can fail you for attendance. You could have an A in a class, but have not shown up and get failed for attendance.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you try to miss a minimum, like don't miss. If you can, do not miss none. But if you do, try to keep it at a minimum. They normally give you like, you can miss up to 4 before it starts affecting you, but try to use those for like emergencies.
Right. And that kind of goes to the being late thing. Sometimes if you're really late, they'll count it as an absence.
And another thing that can tag along with that, if you are absent and not technically skipping school, you need to ask the teachers for the work, because they will not tell you.
They will not tell you.
Not tell you at all.
College,
they will fail you.
They look like
you should have figured
it out.
Yeah.
So at least have people's numbers in the class to see what
make sure, like, what should we do do in class, I didn't make it.
Or
Yeah.
try to bring a note or something. Just communicate with your professor. They're
That's the
normally
key.
really, really nice if you communicate
Some
with
do
them.
require like actual reasons for stuff. So
Yeah.
if you're just
Proof.
skipping just to skip, it's not worth it.
It's not worth
It's
it.
not worth it.
Yeah, you're going to
Really
need proof
not.
and all of that. So
Yeah.
just go to class.
Right.
You're paying for it anyway.
So you might as well go.
And what is it? Tip number 8.
8.
Yeah.
Tip number 8.
Okay, so this rule is very, very, very important, and this goes for my ladies as well. Like, please make sure you're always with somebody. Like, if you have a class that night, make sure you are not walking alone. There's been so many incidents around, like, the world period where, you know, people get hurt or something. So make sure you're walking with someone, or at least you have some type of protection with you. So
There's
mace
apps,
or something. Like,
Right.
you need something.
there's apps that you can get if something ends up happening. You have somebody to talk to. Or if you want to just call somebody, if you're walking from class late at night, call your mom, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever, just for a sense of security. So, you know, if something happens to you, they can call somebody. Just be safe.
Yeah, because the campus is really big, and once it's dark, there's a lot less people.
Yeah.
So if you can't walk with nobody or get on the phone with nobody, just let somebody know where you're going or where you're
Right.
at.
That
So
I'm about to leave.
it
class
can be
and get in my
very
car.
dangerous. You know, people ain't all, you know, staying in the head. So
And I know some campuses might have like security going around or have call posts too. Don't be afraid to
use that. Most of
Don't
the
be afraid
time,
of it.
yes, our school particularly has an app that you can download to call the police around the school. So
Right, but
Take
it
use of
is
that.
really dangerous. Dial 911, okay?
yes,
Sis,
or
please.
if anything, just stay in your dorm. If
Right,
it really,
stay
if
in
you
your
really
dorm.
feel that uncomfortable, just let your teacher
Don't
know.
leave.
Just don't even attempt. So
yeah. Wait for
Just
somebody
make
to
sure
come get
you're
you.
safe.
yeah,
Okay.
Safety is a
Number
big
one.
thing. We
Yes.
know we want to have fun in college, but we gotta be safe.
you know, safe.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
don't want to see y'all in the news.
This is tip number.
But we're at 9.
9. We're getting so close.
That was 8, 9.
Tip number 9.
What?
Tip number 9.
What?
Tip
What?
number 9.
Okay.
Hey.
Tip number 9. Tip number 9. Tip number 9.
Okay. So tip number 9, balance out your work and your fun. College gives you get a lot of freedom, especially if you're coming straight from high school with all the rules and stuff. In college, they look at you as an adult. They don't baby you around. They don't hold your hand. So there's going to be a lot of freedom, a lot of distractions, a lot of stuff going on around campus. Try to balance out, you know, fun and your work. Like, you know, during breaks in between classes, do your work or try to study or do whatever you can. But then also, you know, give yourself some stress reliever and, like, you know, go have some fun. College
totally
doesn't have
okay.
to be so serious all the time, you know.
I know for those people, I know a lot of people who don't want to give themselves a stress reliever, and it's for your health as well. You can't always just work. We're not robots. We need time to socialize and have fun and enjoy the scenery. You know, you're in college. We're only gonna be young once. Have fun, but don't be crazy. You know?
Don't get out there and be wild.
I'm about to say, be safe. Wild out, but be safe.
Right.
Like, college is the time for you to be free, you know, have fun, but
Making
of
memories.
course, yeah, making memories, making friends and stuff. So make sure, get your work done, but then, you know, have fun, get into
Release
the
your stress,
activities,
yeah.
you know.
That goes with joining clubs.
Yeah, joining clubs, you know,
So,
probably
yeah.
going to a little party.
But don't
you know,
have too much fun when you failing, because then they kick you
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
they kick you out.
Yeah.
You can't go to college.
Oh,
and do
yeah.
nothing.
So balance it out.
Right.
But if you can do that, you'll be successful your first
Exactly.
4 years.
Cool.
And step 10. Guys, this is our last step, and the next step, which is so important, is to make sure you get a planner.
Yes.
Most college kids have a lot of responsibilities. Some may work, some may have to go to school, some people have to watch kids. They may have dates outside of that. Make sure you write it down. You don't want to be that one student that gets the class and just like the teacher's like pop quiz, and you don't want the teacher to be like pop quiz and you're just sitting there like, we had a quiz.
Like, what?
They're about to say.
What?
You don't wanna
And
be
you
that-
sit there and
You
you
be
fail
like, girl, you know the answer to this.
I'm about to say, and you would have known that if you had a planner and check
Right.
it every night.
So just write everything down. It's better to be prepared and organized and,
Than to be sorry.
like she said, come to class and you got a quiz or a big test and you're just sitting there like, dang. So,
Right.
yeah.
Be well prepared because you never know what can happen. Because I know I used to have a teacher and he used to pop quizzes every Tuesday. So I used to write it down, possible quiz day, like write down your stuff, not only like for school wise, just for like other outside things that you may want to do. They may be like some little yoga classes or something.
Right,
going on.
like
You know,
I
write it
gotta
down.
shopping date with the girls. Gotta go get coffee with my mom.
Yeah, something.
Something.
I mean, when I was in college, I think I would have gotten a planner. It probably would have been a better idea, but I didn't. And but it is a good idea.
Yeah.
It's better, honestly.
It's just
be
something
more
that
organized.
you can,
Yeah, and then it's a visual like thing.
You can just
see
look
and
at
be like,
it.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta do that.
And then you may look at your planner one day and be like, oh, I didn't know I had to do this. Let me go ahead and prepare myself.
So,
And I know
yeah.
what a lot of people think, and that's what we got cell phones for. I mean, it's good to have reminders on the phone, but sometimes technology can mess up. So,
Yeah.
Man, can I tell you all the times that my alarm said it went off and it didn't go
It
off?
didn't
and
go
I was
off.
awake
Oh
from
my
work?
about to
God,
say
yes.
all the time in high school.
And then what killed me is as soon as I wake up and realize I'm late, then my alarm want to go off. I'm like,
I'm about to say it's late now.
So this is the end of our 10-tip video, college edition.
well, I hope you guys liked it. You know, you better
Give
drop
us a
some
thumbs
comments.
up, subscribe, tell your
Yeah.
friends about us, tell your mama, tell your
Your
daddy.
grandma,
Your
and
bald head,
your
everybody
auntie.
else.
you can tell your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your grandpa, your auntie, your uncle.
Your unborn
Your
cousin.
second cousin, your daughter, even
Your
though
future
Your
children.
dog. Like, tell them
Tell
all
'em.
like that.
Tell
And
them.
if we helped
Comment.
you and you said it was good, comment below.
Comment down your
Yes.
favorite tip or one that you're gonna put to use this college year.
Or if you have any others for anybody else, comment below.
Put it down.
put it down below. It's 1.
It's 2.
And it's 3.
And we are 3 times the slay. Woo!